it's not just on Brandon. Brandon is going out and, like you said, he's doing a ton of damage scoring the last, like you said, 7 games. But it's a collective effort. And, the biggest thing for us is trying to get off to better starts.
What's the key to that tonight against the squad?
Sense of urgency. And that's something that we haven't had the last couple games. And so we've talked about it. We watch it on film. And, tonight, hopefully, the goal for us is to be better in that area.
And you'll be facing off against your old friend Josh Hart again tonight.
Yeah.
What are you expecting him to bring to the Knicks?
Much of what he's brought throughout his career. He brings a level of toughness to a team. He can guard multiple positions. He's a heck of a rebounder. And then any team that he's on, because he rebounds the ball so well, he fuels their transition opportunities. So we got to make sure we get back when he's in the game, keep him off the glass, and once again force them to take shots outside of the paint.
Kind of piggyback on the rebounding thing, Coach. I know there's been
Yeah.
an issue the last couple of weeks. That's really a strength with the Knicks. What are some of the things you need to get that production on the
Well, we have to stop falling asleep on long shots. We're doing a great job of guarding in the half court, but we can't give teams extra opportunities like we've been doing. And it's a mentality. You got to turn, you got to find your guy, you got to hit bodies. If you see a teammate that's boxing a guy out and nobody's going, you can go down there and clamp and help out. And so that's another area that's collective and an area that we have to do a better job in, especially with our ability to get stops. We don't want to continue to give teams second and third chances.
Jalen Russell's a solid player in Dallas. He's just turned up a notch here in New York. What are some of the things he's been doing to really, his point of production is where he was not in Dallas. What are some of the things he's done here?
I think even in Dallas, you think about Jalen Brunson, he was growing and getting better every year. So you could see that he was a force. You put him and Doncic on the floor together, it was really difficult to guard those guys. And now he comes to New York and he's continuing to add to his game, more maturity. He's a gamer. And you put the ball in his hands, he can play in pick and roll, he can hit big shots. He makes plays for his teammates. And he, along with the other guys here, Randall and Barrett, and they've elevated this team. And, quite frankly, they're going to be tough in the Eastern Conference.
About a lack of urgency at the start of the last couple games.
Yeah.
Can you put a finger on why that urgency hasn't been there?
It's if I had the answers to it, I would tell you right now. But you go through moments throughout the course of the season where you're making adjustments to lineups, and the NBA is always transitioning. And there's moments where we just haven't started games well. There's moments where we have, but we address it through film. We address it in our practices, and for the most part, our guys they'll come out with an effort and committed to changing that area. And so it's just something we have to be better at because our margin for error is smaller, and we can't get down 8, 10, 15 points. Now we're climbing back into the game. So.
You mentioned the guys scoring. As you guys make this sprint towards the playoffs, how big is his leadership on the court?
It's huge, and you guys are starting to see it now with Brandon taking over games with his scoring, with his passing ability. He's rebounding the ball. So as a team, offensively, if we take care of the basketball, once again, play with more toughness, more scrappiness, and more of a sense of urgency, we'll be fine.
What went into a lot of change with Josh taking Trey?
We just want to give us a different look. Looking at that lineup over the past, few weeks, we wanted to make an adjustment, and Trey will still play, 25 plus minutes, but just putting a little bit more know-how on the floor with Josh and Herb being able to guard multiple guys, and then Trey getting some minutes against team second units. We want to see if that helps us.
That group itself, sometimes we continue to look at that now until Seabron's back this weekend.
Always. It's just the nature of where we are this season is trying to find what works for us, and we'll continue to look at it, and if it works, great. And if we feel a need to make an adjustment, we will.
Josh, I heard about how important is going to make defense out of that. That's fine.
It's always our foundation is to be able to guard, taking ownership and guarding our guys and team defensive concepts, being in the right spots, forcing teams to take tough shots, but then to go back at the end of it, we have to rebound the ball. That's deflating when we play good defense and teams get offensive rebounds and they kick out for threes or get to the free throw line. So it's definitely our foundation, but on the flip side, offensively, we got guys that can handle the ball and create for each other.
It seems like it's sort of harder than ever to play good defense right now. Like highest offensive rating in the history. We got scores in the 170s last time and whatnot. Usually it seems like it's goes in cycles and offenses come up with something, defenses respond in some way. How do you fight that right now with defenses?
You just keep working on it. It's difficult to guard individuals one-on-one, but I think team defense is still a priority for us. And then your offense is also a weapon. And so that's an area that we have to pick it up in on the offensive side, playing faster, more ball movement, more attacking the paint for kickouts, and we got to take open shots. But, I don't have quite the answer on, how to be better defensively, but we definitely believe in team defense. And we know that going into the playoffs, you have to guard in order to win games.
You can see teams try more, much different things. Like we see teams try zones over the last few years. Anybody can try a full court press or anything like that. Just kind of get crazy, figuring something out.
I believe so. I think we're all looking at our teams and figuring out how can we be better defensively, and keeping teams off rhythm will be important. So, like you said, throwing some full court traps and zone and blitz and pick and rolls and things like that. So you definitely got to keep teams off balance. That helps your defense.
With Zion coming back and playoffs rolling around, do you work him in slowly, or does he just jump right back in the lineup?
That'll be something we talk about and come up with the best plan. Right now, he's just continuing to progress. And so once we get the go that he's ready, it'll be something that Griff and our performance team and medical and coaches, we all sit down and talk about what's the best plan to get him going.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.